What is the Dream SMP?
Okay. We are just playing survival. That's what we're doing. Default survival. We're not gonna speedrun. We're not gonna try and beat the game. We're just wanted to. This is on 1.16, so it's like has all the cool Nether stuff.
If you've been on YouTube or Twitch in the past year, you would have likely heard of something called the Dream SMP. Seriously, it's everywhere. This video will explain what the Dream SMP was originally meant to be, what it is now, and what separates it from other Minecraft SMPs. So let's get started. But real quick before the video starts, be sure to leave a like as it really helps us out, and leave a comment with any advice for future videos. Now let's begin. Okay, to start, what is an SMP? SMP stands for Social Media Platform, which by the way, you should follow ours. Link in description. But actually it stands for Survival Multiplayer. It's a type of vanilla Minecraft server that is played in survival with little to no changes to the game. This is what the Dream SMP was originally intended to be when it was created in 2020, but since then, it's undergone some drastic changes. Dream, a very small Minecraft YouTuber and creator of the server, made the server so he and his Australian friend George Not Found could play vanilla Minecraft without having to worry about speedrunning or changing it. Eventually, more of Dream's friends joined the server and the game was being played as intended. Well, mostly.
Oh my God! No! Yes! What? What's happening?
However, the way the server was played eventually shifted to include a lot of roleplay along with vanilla survival. Minecraft roleplay used to be a lot more popular back in the mid-2010s, with YouTubers like Sam Gladiator having roleplays that gained millions of views. So it's interesting to see it make a comeback in a way with the Dream SMP, even though some Minecraft roleplays can be interesting. Oh god, what the fuck? The storytelling aspect of the server became a huge part of it quickly as things such as wars and conflicts started to take place. Now, many YouTubers and streamers on the Dream SMP stream roleplay events that take place on the server, which sometimes results in someone's canon death. Now you may be wondering what a canon death is, and it looks like this. Nah, just kidding. We'll cover what a canon life is later. Before we get to that, one thing to note about the roleplay on the server is that much of it is often scripted and acted out by the players involved, including Dream himself. And something I find interesting about the Dream SMP is how you're still able to play it like it's normal survival, even though a lot of roleplay goes on that affects the builds on the server. And by affect, I mean disintegrate. Okay, now back to canon deaths. A canon death is an in-game death that happens only when roleplay is taking place. Most players on the Dream SMP receive 3 canon lives when they join the server, and if they die 3 times during roleplay, they are off the server. However, it's possible for members of the SMP to come back through things like being a ghost or resurrection via roleplay. Also, things like dying to mobs, lava, and fall damage don't count towards canon deaths unless they are scripted and meant to happen. Okay, now, let's talk about why Dream banned players from going to the end dimension. Nobody on the server has or has ever had an Elytra or Shulker boxes. This is because even though Dream originally intended to beat the game with George, he eventually ended up banning all travel to the end dimension. But why? You see, Dream didn't want players on the SMP getting their hands on Elytras and Shulker boxes because that made them extremely overpowered compared to the new members that may join. It's also believed that he banned killing the Ender Dragon because he wants it to be a server-wide event for everyone to take part in, and not something one or a few people do. However, this ban didn't stop Technoblade, who somehow managed to get an End Rod. He also somehow has a piece of bedrock, which leads us into our last category. Due to the storyline aspect of the Dream SMP, some of it is not completely vanilla. One example of this is Rambu's Enderman-like powers that allow him to do some really interesting things that other players can't.
Oh my god, it's happening. Oh my god. Oh my god, the skeleton spawner is being.
I'm fairly certain that it won't.
I don't think it's going to work, but on the 1% chance.
But if it does, then that would be really cool.
It would be really overpowered. This is part of your training, Rambo. Use the force. Use the force.
On.
Oh! Oh!
These powers are part of the surprisingly complex and long storyline of the Dream SMP. The storyline is not something I will cover in this video, as this video is mainly about the technicalities of the Dream SMP and I would rather not spend 30 years talking about it. I hope after this video you understand what the Dream SMP actually is. There are still things I didn't cover, but what I did explain is helpful if you want to understand what separates it from other Minecraft servers. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to subscribe, and if you made it this far, let me know in the comments what your favorite part of the Dream SMP is. And with that, we'll see you guys later.